Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got two short little unboxings to share with you guys. I'm going to be honest, I know what's in here because these were sent by We directly, and the little papers that tell you everything about the model were like right on top. These came in a package that was unmarked, so I didn't understand until I got into it. So anyways, I'm going to share the actual unboxings with you guys though. Thanks so much to We for sending this in for me to take a look at. I'll make sure that these knives are linked right down below so that you guys can check them out if you want to. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. And please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Can't remember which one is which, so we're going to start. Oh wait, does it say right here? Yeah, let's start with this one. Okay, we got some stuff. And inside the pouch we have, a titanium button lock. Oh, yeah, that'll go over well. Okay, I kind of wish it was a little bit bigger right off the bat. It's all right. The position here, I got a pinky falling off the end, right? But I do appreciate the finish on the blade. Love the fact that it's a button lock. That's the thing right now, you know? Everybody likes the button locks. I do like, on this particular one, I'm going to show you guys right here. This apparently comes in many different forms. So I'll give you guys a close-up right there of the different variants here. I don't know when all of this will be available. And then this is also like the spec sheet. I think you guys can probably pause the video and zoom in on that if there's something you want to see. So there you go. This is going to go over, I think, probably pretty well. Action right off the bat is pretty good. It is definitely wanting to drop, so you will be able to, right out of the box, do this type of stuff. Flipper tab is pretty small, but it does work, right? Doing the, even the push button works just fine. Not that that's confusing to new people because they're like, is he referring to the button lock? No, push buttoning the front flipper, the rear flipper, and then depressing the button to get the blade to release. So it's nice that it also has thumb studs. I kind of wish that they would have picked one or the other, but the thumb studs are in a good position while I struggle to deploy the darn thing. I like how this looks, but yeah, my initial, my gut instinct right off the bat is, wow, I wish it was just a little bit bigger, but okay. It kind of reminds me of the, it's like a massively more premium Altus, but there's a little bit more presence here and in the blade, right? And then they added the flipper, which is why I'm having trouble getting that four-finger grip that I'm wanting. So it's like, if you're going to do this size, don't do a flipper or make it bigger, right? But this is nice. I do like the combination of the black wash, the sort of gold or bronze titanium ano. Maybe the thumb studs are... These might just be steel pieces, and they're just heated bronze. We do not have a 3D milled clip, which is something I am going to keep coming down on We for. These premium end knives, even if you are making these clips out of titanium, this is a stamped clip, and it really makes it look like a Civivi. On these knives, people want the full 3D milled clip. It just looks better. It makes it look less like, hey, this is just our new thing. We just slapped our standard clip on there, right? I would almost, like, the clip is very functional, but I'd almost rather have a clip that is not, even if the clip is not quite as like, oh wow, it's so perfect, easy in and out of the pocket, but it just adds this distinct character to the design. It would be cool, right? And it would make us feel better about paying the high price tag that this will inevitably come with. What is the steel? CPM 20 CV? I'm almost certain. Can we see it there? Yeah, CPM 20 CV is what I'm seeing. Okay, that's pretty cool. Again, that model was the Culex? I don't know. You learn a lot of new words screwing around with knives. This next one here is the Speedster. The Speedster. Okay. Alrighty. It feels a little bit heavier. That's definitely a bigger knife. Okay, really like the look of the titanium right off the bat, and I love the little milling lines. Look at this. Look how the blue comes out in those heavy tumble marks there, or whatever. It almost looks like it almost looks like the surface is frozen, which is really cool. That is a nice looking aesthetic. Of course, once again, we have no milled clip, which is a bummer. Nice flipping action though. Real straightforward. This is typical Wii right now. Real straightforward, simple aesthetic, but it is a handsome one, and boy, that is tuned nice. Ooh, can we get at that fuller? Yes, we can, no problem. Blade is, I don't know if it's a glass blast or what they're doing, but I think that's, you know, just kind of the popular thing that they've got going on with their model right now. Again, CPM 20 CV. Real nice looking. Definitely real nice looking. Let's take a look at some variants from this guy. They'll have a few. Why is there a red? Oh, no. No, that's just an error in the image. I don't know why. I don't understand why the red line is through. One we're looking at is here. So all stonewashed, all black, blue, and then there's one with a Damascus of some sort. So 7.9 inches, CPM 20 CV. Why do we have different ranges? Because it's, oh, maybe this is lower because it's dark. So if, listen, the knife world here recently has been pretty much shouting this from the rooftops, okay? And this is, you know, this is just a problem with CPM 20 CV. It seems like companies are just totally okay with letting it dip down below 60. Depending on who you talk to, CPM 20 CV and M390 204P is, you know, it's like, oh, it's not optimal unless it's at 62 at least, right? I think we can pretty much all agree it's not supposed to be at 59, right? I feel like that's just, we've seen way too often the people who are testing these things. I am not a testing channel. I do not have testing equipment. When I'm a regular guy, when I go out to cut something with a pocket knife, it's cardboard and tape and rope and rubber. Nothing that I do on this channel is going to definitively say whether or not a blade is optimally hardened, right? I feel like I've made that clear from the, but people keep stomping into my channel and going, how come you're not doing extensive tests? I don't do that. I don't. I comment on the design, right? And then I just go with the information about heat treatment that's on paper, because I don't have, it would be a waste of my time and your time to do any type of testing, because that's not my professional area, right? But going by what they have listed here, 59, we need to stop making this the base for, right? And like if I've heard that doing like a DLC will lower the heart. These M390 and 20 CV blades, right? They need to be hardened higher. We've been saying this for years. It should not be below 60. From what I understand, 60 is just barely acceptable. You're not getting the benefit of the composition, right, which is geared towards edge retention and corrosion resistance. You're not getting that if it's not hardening, right? Get it up there. It should be 60 to 62, right? Ideally, 61 to 62, I think. Or, you know, some people will say even higher, but come on. The 59's absolutely crazy. Great looking design, though. Excellent fit and finish, right? Quality's all there. Really like the power on this guy. Definitely. Flipping action on the button lock, feeling definitely a bit weaker than this guy, but this guy's a titanium frame lock, right, with a traditional detent ball. This has sort of the plunge lock pull away that's typical of a button lock. Real good looking stuff, but hey, get rid of those clips. And about the M390 and 20CV, that's it's not just a Wii thing. That is clearly an across the board kind of problem with a lot of companies, right? Yeah, the pocket clips, that's the only gripe that I have really with these. These look good. I don't know what the prices are on them yet. Really wish those were 3D milled titanium pocket clips. So the colors, the designs, everything like that, looking good. They're playing it safe still. These are definitely safe, straightforward, sort of appeal to all designs. But yeah, these are nice, definitely. This is not a review. This is just an unboxing and first impressions of each knife. So expect individual reviews on these items, these guys down the road. Just give me a little bit to kind of, learn about them, and then I'll put them in order and schedule them for review on the channel. Anyways, I'll link this down below if I can, along with Wii and Civivi products. Thanks again to Wii for sending this in for me to take a look at. Please make sure to, where's my, there it is, the metal one's harder to find. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.